Hey guys, it's Laura. I'm stoked. Today is Monday, March 25th, and I am giving you the feedback and my results from the DASH diet weight loss solution. Today is officially 4 weeks since the day that I initially started it. What I want to mention is the initial reason why I wanted to do the diet in the first place, because I hate diets. I'm not big into diets. I mean, because you have to go back to your life afterwards. So I never understood the concept of diets. I mean, you lose the weight, but you have to, what do you do after that? You still have to go back to your life. Unless you're planning to stay on that diet for life, it's not really a lifestyle, right? Anyway, so I wasn't big on diets, but I knew that I needed to lose weight. Um, what happened was, you're supposed to do stuff that, you're supposed to do, and it never happens. You say you're supposed to lose weight, and, I've always wanted to lose weight, but, I never got around to it. And when I went to an appointment one day, it was brought to my attention that I had hypertension. So I was just like, okay, that was a sort of like slap in the face. I really needed to take action and do something about it. So that's what got me into the idea of taking on the diet, the DASH diet in the first place. Now, the reason I took on the DASH diet is because it's something that very similar to what I was already doing. I'm already a pretty good eater. I mean, in general, I'm fortunate enough to be a stay-at-home mom. I work from home, so I'm able to cook every day. I'm not one of those people who eats out of a box. While I'm not dogging anybody, because everybody's got different lifestyles, and we all know that's challenging in itself. To have to cook every day is not everybody's favorite scenario. It's not mine either, but I'd rather do that than, eat out of the box. Anyways, all that to say, the DASH diet was very similar to what I do on a daily basis in terms of cooking vegetables and, lean meats and fruits and so on, and dairies. But what I wanted to do was lose weight, but I also wanted to bring down my hypertension. And this particular diet is absolutely geared to that. So, for me, it was like, bingo, this is what I'm going to do. You have to understand, I was stuck for over a year, 2 years almost, at the same place. I had lost a bit of weight, about 10 pounds, from the time where I did a drastic change, but I got stuck. Your body gets used to being a certain way, and then things become stagnant. I was still exercising, I was still eating right, but things weren't happening on the scale for me anymore. So I got frustrated and I kind of let it go, and I ended up putting on a few more pounds. Not as much as I had been, but I still ended up putting on more pounds. You get frustration or frustrated when you don't see results right away, and that's what happened to me. So when I came across this diet and I found out I had hypertension, it was time to take action for me. That was sort of a slap in the face. So what happens with this diet is that for the first 2 weeks, you are allowed no carbohydrates whatsoever. None. That means no potatoes, no rice. We all know those things break down into sugars, and no sugars, so no fruits and vegetables. No fruits at all, and only vegetables and lean meats and low-fat dairies and nuts. So that's all I was allowed. For the first 2 weeks, no sugars at all. So me, who loves to eat fruits, that was the big blow for me. As well as, I like my brown rice, whole grain rice, but still it's going to break down sugar, so I had to cut that. I like my sweet potato, had to cut that. So that was the drastic change for me. But the first 2 weeks is such that if you can get over that hurdle, this diet is going to be a breeze. And for me, it was not a big hop and a skip. Yes, I had to suck it up for the first 2 weeks. No sugars in terms of the fruits and in terms of the fruits, and in terms of some of the carbs that I'd love to eat. But for the most part, it was good. I was still exercising. I wasn't doing extensive exercises. I was just walking on my treadmill, and that's all you need on this diet. For those of you who work outside the home, taking your lunch hour to do, I don't know, 40 minutes, of just some walking while you're on this diet will be good enough, and you will see the pounds shed. So for the first 2 weeks, I lost weight, and I noticed, about 5 to 6 pound weight loss. So I was happy with that. I mean, I was just happy to see a difference on the scale. For the last 2 weeks, I was able to incorporate the whole grains. I was able to incorporate my sugars. For me, that was fruit. Yay! And I was able to do it not on a grand level, but on a moderate level. And while I didn't notice a huge weight loss, I have to say I did notice inches around my waist more than I did for the first 2 weeks that had disappeared. I had lost, in the end, 8 pounds, and I had also lost 3.5 inches, guys, on my waist. I could actually see the outline of my waist, how it used to be when I was younger, not too long ago. Anyways, but yeah, so do I recommend this DASH diet? Absolutely. Now, I'm not a doctor, so I recommend you see your doctor before you do this diet. But I mean, this is something that you can incorporate in your day-to-day with your family. You don't have to be the only black sheep in the family eating well. I mean, my kids are sort of used to the way we eat, and while I'm stricter on the carbohydrates than they have to be, because at their age they need the carbs for the energy and everything that they exert. I don't need it as much, so I pull in the reins with the carbs, but that's pretty much the only difference. I mean, they're eating the same way I am, so it's something you can incorporate with your family, and on a day-to-day basis, at the end of the day, you've lost weight, you've lost inches, 3.5 inches to be exact in my case, and you've lost, your blood pressure has gone down. So as of yesterday, and I'm reporting this Monday, so as of Sunday, March 24th, my blood pressure was down in the normal range, 105/78. So systolic 105, diastolic 78. And if you know anything about that, optimal, it falls into the optimal range, which means you can't ask for any better than that. It's phenomenal. So I'm stoked. I'm happy. Do I recommend this? Yes, go out and do it. Just make sure you get the okay by your doctor, and hopefully, you get a chance to get the same results that I have, or even better. So good luck, guys. Try it out. It's worth it. So this is Laura signing out, and I'll see you on the next video.